Pakistan is simultaneously navigating a busy diplomatic and security landscape as it positions itself at the center of possible US-Iran talks, tightens internal security arrangements in the capital, and deepens military cooperation with the regional partners. US Vice President J.D. Vance is still in the United States and has not yet departed for Pakistan, a source familiar with the matter told Reuters, as prospects for the second round of negotiations with Iran remain unclear. President Donald Trump has said he will send U.S. delegation to Pakistan for additional talks before a ceasefire is set to expire in the coming days. It is unclear if other members of a U.S. delegation were en route or already in Islamabad for talks. Pakistan and Egypt have concluded a 2-week joint military exercise aimed at strengthening counter-terrorism capabilities and deepening defense cooperation between the two countries, according to a statement issued on Monday by the military's media wing. The exercise, titled Thunder 2, was held in Cherat, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, at the Pakistan's Army's Special Operations School. It brought together elite combat teams from Pakistan's Special Services Group and the Egyptian Special Forces for intensive joint training. According to the Inter-Services Public Relations, the drill focused on enhancing interoperability between the two forces by refining tactics, techniques, and procedures related to counter-terrorism operations. Participants engage in coordinated exercises designed to simulate real-world scenarios, demonstrating a high level of professionalism and operational expertise throughout the training period. The closing ceremony was attended by senior military officials, including the General Officer commanding SSG and Egypt's Commander of Paratroopers, Major General Mohammad Saad Abdel Razik, along with the Egypt's defense attaché. The ISPR noted that the exercise not only improved operational readiness but also reinforced the long-standing military-to-military relationship between Pakistan and Egypt. The two countries have maintained close defense ties, with both sides expressing commitment to expanding cooperation in recent high-level engagements. Meanwhile, Pakistan's Interior Minister Mohsin Naqvi on Monday held the separate meetings with the United States and Iranian envoys as Islamabad intensified preparations for a potential second round of negotiations between Washington and Tehran. According to statements issued by the Ministry of Interior, Mohsin Naqvi met U.S. Charge d'Affaires Natalie Baker and Iran's Ambassador Reza Amiri Moghadam to discuss arrangements for the proposed Islamabad talks. He assured both sides that comprehensive and foolproof security measures had been finalized for visiting delegations. During his meeting with the Iranian envoy, Interior Minister Mohsin Naqvi emphasized Pakistan's support for a diplomatic resolution to tensions, stressing that lasting peace in the region depends on dialogue. He also highlighted the long-standing and brotherly ties between Pakistan and Iran. However, Tehran has yet to confirm its participation in the next round of talks. Earlier, Mohsin Naqvi met Natalie Baker at the U.S. Embassy, where discussions focused on regional developments and bilateral relations. The U.S. diplomat appreciated Pakistan's role in facilitating dialogue and reducing tensions. U.S. President Donald Trump had announced that American representatives were expected in Islamabad for renewed negotiations. Meanwhile, security across Islamabad has been significantly tightened. Authorities implemented widespread road closures, particularly in the red zone and key highways, while restricting heavy traffic entry into the capital. Motorways including M1, M2, and M3 were temporarily closed to public transport as part of precautionary measures. Islamabad police also issued alternative traffic routes to minimize disruption for residents, urging citizens to stay updated through official channels. The first round of talks earlier this month ended without a breakthrough but maintained diplomatic engagement. With the fragile ceasefire set to expire soon, Pakistan is positioning itself as a key mediator in efforts to de-escalate the ongoing US-Iran tensions. On the diplomatic front, Pakistan is bolstering its diplomatic push to ease the Iran war and Middle East instability, holding key talks with Iran and the European Union. Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister Ishaq Dar spoke by phone on Monday with Iran's Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi. An Iranian post on X described the call as focusing on regional events and ceasefire progress, with exchanges on coordination efforts. Pakistan's Foreign Office confirmed Ishaq Dar's urged swift dialogue to resolve disputes and build regional peace. The ministers committed to remaining in close contact, the Foreign Office noted, highlighting ongoing bilateral ties in the tense environment. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif updated European Council President Antonio Costa on Pakistan's peace initiatives. The Prime Minister's office said Shehbaz Sharif shared recent diplomatic updates for Middle East de-escalation. Costa commended Pakistan's key role in fostering dialogue and stability, pledging EU support in all possible forms. Both emphasized sustained diplomacy for lasting regional and global security. These engagements reflect Pakistan's strategic positioning as a mediator, drawing on its proximity to Iran and Gulf partners. Lastly, Pakistan increased its Eurobond issuance from $500 million to $750 million by exercising a green shoe option after a stronger than expected global investor demand. The move follows its return to international capital markets after 4 years, driven by financing needs linked to rising oil import bill amid Middle East tensions. The 3-year bond initially raised $500 million but attracted significant interest, reflecting renewed confidence in Pakistan's economy. Officials said the upsizing broadens investor participation, strengthens the sovereign yield curve, and supports future borrowing under GMTN program. The bond carries 6.975% rate maturing in April 2029. The development coincides with increased Saudi support and recent repayments to the UAE and Eurobond holders, highlighting ongoing external financing management and debt servicing efforts by government authorities. Taken together, these developments highlight Pakistan's attempt to balance diplomacy, defense cooperation, and economic stabilization in a highly volatile regional environment.